Breaking news in the case of Democratic donor Ed Buck. We just learned he will now face federal charges. Welcome to CBS 2 News at 11 and streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. I'm Suzanne Marquez.
And I'm DeMarco Morgan. Thanks a lot for joining us. Ed Buck is accused of running a drug house in West Hollywood. Two men overdosed at his apartment and a third man almost died.
Prosecutors call him a dangerous sexual predator. He's now headed to court in downtown LA. We have live T coverage with Tina Patel at the courthouse, but first, investigative reporter David Goldstein with exclusive details on what's next for Buck. David.
Well, Suzanne, we've learned exclusively that Democratic donor Ed Buck will be charged by the U.S. Attorney's Office later today for providing drugs that led to the overdose of Gemmel Moore. He was the first of two people who OD'd in Buck's West Hollywood apartment. Now, Buck was arrested Tuesday night and charged with by the DA's office with running a drug den and allegedly providing drugs to a 37-year-old man who overdosed and survived. But now our sources say the feds are stepping in. Buck will be handed over to the U.S. Attorney's Office this afternoon for new federal charges. He'll be charged with providing drugs that led to the death of Gemmel Moore. He's seen here on the left. Moore overdosed in Buck's apartment in July of 2017, the first of two men who overdosed and died in his apartment over the past 2 years, the other Timothy Dean on the right. The DA's office had declined to charge Buck in that case. Now the feds have taken over. Our sources say charges will be announced later this afternoon. We are told this all will play out in state court today as Buck is facing arraignment on Tuesday's charges. Suzanne?
Big developments, David. Thank you.
And folks, we continue our team coverage with CBS 2's Tina Patel. She is live outside the courthouse in downtown LA with reaction. Tina, good morning.
Good morning. There is a group inside the courthouse that call themselves Justice for Gemmel. They include family, friends, community members, and attorneys who say they have spent the last 2 years trying to get justice for Gemmel Moore. Now take a look at this video of Ed Buck being arrested Tuesday night. They say when they heard about the arrest, they were hopeful that their work was finally paying off. They believe that Buck is actually guilty of murder, and they would like to see him face those charges. But they say drug charges are a start. And they say at least Buck will now be off the street and no other men will be in danger. I talked to a man who says he is Gemmel Moore's godbrother.
We've anticipated this day. We had so many naysayers tell us that we will never see this day. Ed Buck will never be arrested. And this is just a small step towards victory for my brother, for Timothy Dean, and all the other victims.
Now, attorneys already have a civil case pending against Buck, and they say they are going to continue pursuing that while they wait and hear what the federal charges against Buck will be. Again, we're expecting to hear more about the federal charges when Buck is arraigned here sometime within the next few hours.